We've been talking a lot about understanding the place value of numbers. We know that the number 42 is not just made up of 4 and 2. It's made of 4 tens and 2 ones. The most powerful place value we know is on the left side. Our tens are over here, 10, 20, 30, 40, and our ones are over here, 1, 2. The same is true if we are talking about numbers that are bigger than 100. Let's take a look at one of those numbers. In this number, our biggest place value is going to be on the left. That's our 100 place value. The one in the middle is the tens. The one on the end is the ones. That's the same as up here with the number 42. The middle number is showing, or the one on the left is showing tens, and the one on the right is showing ones. This number 42 does not have any hundreds, so there's nothing there. But this number does have hundreds. It has 100, 110, and 8 ones. When we talk about looking at place value of numbers, we can show our understanding of it by writing the numbers in expanded form or drawing a picture to show that number all the way. Let's do that with the number 118. If you want to prove to me that you understand this number and what it means, then you could draw a math picture to show each place value. No matter what, we always start by the most powerful place value. So we start with the place value on the left. This place value. Well, I know that that place value, when I read this number, is telling me about the hundreds. So I would draw this symbol to show 100. If this number had more than 100, if it was 300, I would have to draw 3 of these symbols. 100, 200, 300. However many of these squares I draw matches the number in the hundreds place spot. This number has 3 hundreds. If it has 100, I also have to change my picture and show just 100. Now I can move to the next place value. I've done the hundreds. My next place value is the tens. I know the symbol to show tens is a 10 stick. A 10 stick is 10 little ones hooked together to make a stick. This number has 110. There's my 110, and 100. There's my 100. It also has 8 ones. I can show 8 ones like this. I put a space between my 5 and my 3 to show 8 because it makes it easier for me to take a quick look and know how many there are. I don't even have to count it. If I was going to count this as a group, I'd say 100, 110, 105, 106, 107, 108. If I group them all together without my space, I would have to count 100, 100, 110, 111, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. It's easier to count it 100, 110, 115, 16, 17, 18. It's easier to count it that way if I show it in my picture. This is one way to show your understanding of place value for this number. There's another way to show your understanding, and that would be the expanded form. So I'm going to write that on top up here. To show the expanded form of the number 118, I know 118 is made up of 100 plus 110 plus 8 ones. This takes my number and stretches it apart and tells me about how many hundreds it has, how many tens it has, how many ones it has. The picture form does the same thing. It takes my number and draws a picture of each place value. Hundreds, tens, ones. It's very important to know about which spot has the most powerful place value, to know that that starts on the left. In our next lesson, we're going to be comparing numbers to decide which one is greater, and we have to be able to explain why it's greater. When we look at numbers to compare them, we always start with the most powerful place value on the left. Sometimes it'll be different, sometimes it'll be the same. Then we have to move to the tens place value or the ones place value to determine which one is bigger.